I hope you know that prostate disease is common amongst men after the age of 45 years. Prostate disease, especially prostate enlargement, is commoner amongst men that take plenty of alcohol and take plenty of red meat. Now, how can you do it? What can you do to prevent prostate enlargement? Hello, my wonderful people all over the world. I want to welcome you and thank you once again for joining me on this channel. Today, as we're discussing about natural way of preventing or treating prostate enlargement. If this is your first time of joining me on this channel, my name is Chidebere. You can call me Chidi or Eze. I'm a medical doctor with special interest in people's well-being. On this channel, we discuss about health issues, importance of exercising, and other present issues within the society. I would like to support us to this channel. Support this channel by subscribing and turning on your notification button so that anytime we are placing any video on this channel, you're one of those that will be receiving our video immediately. So I would like you follow this simple step to subscribe to this channel. Thank you as you do the needful. So you're welcome once again. I want to welcome you as we're discussing about this issue of prostate enlargement, the natural way of preventing prostate enlargement. What can we do naturally? Because this is a disease that most men after the age of 45 years begin to suffer. You see people coming with frequent urination, men coming with frequent urination, difficulty in passing urine, serious issue, difficulty in passing urine. So after passing urine, going back to their seat, will still be feeling that something is inside. These are some of the symptoms that they're going to be having when they're having prostate enlargement. So what can we do naturally in order to prevent it from occurring? Now, before we go down to discuss about this, the treatment of it naturally, we have to discuss the prostate itself. Let's understand the basic anatomy of the prostate gland. Where is this prostate located and why is it there? Number one is that the prostate gland is only seen in men. So you know what we're trying to say in essence is that the females don't have the prostate gland itself, and it is located just below the bladder. The urinary bladder is seated on top of it, just as you're seeing on the screen. That is where it is located, and then the function of the prostate gland is to secrete nutrients that will help in nourishment of the sperm that is coming out of the testes during sexual intercourse. That is what it does. That is what it does. The physiological function of the prostate gland itself. Now, having understood this, I want to also know that the prostate gland is supplied by two parts of autonomic nervous system: the parasympathetic nervous and then the sympathetic nervous system. Then you have to understand that this terminologies does not concern us, the autonomic nervous system. I just want to lay some basic ground before we go down to discuss about the issue at hand. Now we have understood this. I want you to also know that there are three types of prostate enlargement. Number one is prostatitis, that is inflammation of the prostate due to infection, and that is not our topic of discussion today. Our topic of discussion is based on the other two types that are remaining, that is the carcinoma of the prostate and then benign prostatic hyperplasia, or otherwise called the benign hypertrophy of the prostate. That is these are the two things we're going to be discussing about in this very topic of discussion. Now, how can we prevent the prostate from being enlarged naturally? There are two ways to prevent the prostate from being enlarged. Two ways to prevent the prostate from being enlarged. Number one is by dieting, and number two is by exercising. So the question is, what forms of exercise should somebody do in order to prevent the prostate from being enlarged? And then what form of dieting should someone take in order to prevent the prostate from being enlarged? And also, what form of dieting should someone avoid in order to prevent the prostate from being enlarged? So in the part of dieting, number one is the number one form of dieting you should take if you want to prevent your prostate from being enlarged is that you should take lycopene containing diets. So I want to plead with you, if you are seeing this video at this point in time, whether you're a man or a woman, share this video with others so that they can learn from this. Now, what are the lycopene containing diets? They are living with us. They are there with us all the time. God made them to be available with us. In one of my videos, I've discussed about pawpaw and its medical importance that people underestimate. Pawpaw, especially the ripe pawpaw, has rich amount of lycopene. Lycopene is an antioxidant and it makes the prostate not to enlarge. Its effect on the prostate is to make it not enlarge. That is why it is good to take large amount of pawpaw. Apart from pawpaw, fresh tomato, not the tin tomato, fresh tomato has high amount of lycopene as well. So these are the two major ones that you should take in terms of lycopene containing diet in order to prevent your prostate from being enlarged. Share the video with your partner, share it with your parents, share it with your guardian, share it with your brothers as well. Do you understand? Then apart from lycopene containing diet, there is also a form of plant oil that is called beta-sitosterol. Beta-sitosterol is a plant oil that has antioxidant effect just as you have in lycopene, and it also prevents the prostate from being enlarged. Now, what kind of food contains this plant oil called beta-sitosterol? You see it in avocado, pear. My people, the Igbo people call it ube. It is seen in pear in high amounts. You see that plant oil in high amount in pear. Do you understand? As you also see it in soya beans, it is also found in soya bean in rich amount, and also seafood. Anything seafood like fish is contained in high amount in seafood, crayfish and other things. Do you understand? These are the things that you should take as a man that is up to 40 years, 45 years and above as well, because it's going to prevent you from developing enlargement of the prostate gland. Do you understand? So these are some of the things you should match. Do you understand? So these are some of the things you do. Then things that you avoid as a man from age of 40 and 45 years and above. There are some of the things you are going to avoid. I'm going to list them for you now. For instance, animal proteins, especially red meat. You should avoid red meat if you are a man up to the age of 40. Avoid red meat because red meat has been found to contain some antigens, that is proteins that stimulate the prostate gland and causes it to enlarge. Some of those proteins can cause the prostate gland to enlarge. Do you understand? So apart from that, you're also going to avoid caffeine containing diets. As well as alcohol. If you are at the age of 40, 45 years, 50 years and above, avoid alcohol. We are not saying that you should not take alcohol, but as much as possible, limit it, because alcohol can stimulate your prostate gland and cause it to enlarge. Apart from alcohol, there are other things that all those canned food, sweetened food, high starchy food, they contain high level of substances that stimulate the prostate gland and causes the prostate gland to enlarge. They can cause the prostate gland to enlarge. So you must avoid all those starchy food and canned food, and involve yourself more of natural food, because natural food, they don't contain all those substances that can stimulate the prostate gland and then cause it to enlarge. Instead, they contain antioxidant substances like lycopene and beta-sitosterol, as I've mentioned before. These are some of the things you are going to start doing in order to start having the symptoms you are having, as in if you are assuming you are having prostate enlargement. You need to see those symptoms start to abate. Do you understand? So in summary, you should avoid as much as possible all those artificial foods. You understand? That is just the summary of the kind of things you should avoid. Avoid all those artificial food, high starchy food and red meat, alcohol and other things as well. Avoid all those things that are artificial food, high starchy food. Avoid them, but take more of a natural food. Do you understand? Now, in exercising, what form of exercising and how does exercising come in place in this form of a topic? I have told us that exercise has a lot of importance, especially the aerobic form of exercising. It has been discovered that men that engage in exercising and men that are more physically active, they don't develop prostate enlargement. How does it occur? Nobody knows about it. But it has been found out that when you are exercising, that this sympathetic nervous system is not activated, because it is the activation of the sympathetic nervous system that causes the prostate and can result in prostate enlargement. So men that exercise don't have their sympathetic nervous system being more active. Do you understand? So the tendency of them developing prostate enlargement is minimal, is reduced drastically. That is why you must exercise. So it has been found out that men that engage in 30 minutes to 1 hour exercising 2 to 3 times in a week, in their lifespan, usually don't suffer from prostate enlargement. You understand? You will now begin to ask me what kind of exercise should I do? Aerobic exercising. I made a video on aerobic exercising that most of us should do. So that's why you should go to my description button. In this very video, go to the description button. You are going to see the forms of exercise that you are going to do. I have written them out there, and there is also a link to forms of exercise you can do, like walking, like skipping, like jogging, like running. 30 minutes to 1 hour, 2 to 3 times in a week. You are going to see yourself having relief of the symptoms. And then if you have not developed the symptom, the likelihood of developing it will be like almost drastically reduced. Do you understand? So these are some of the things you have to enjoy. And also there's another form of exercise that's called Kegel exercising. That helps also in your pelvic training. You understand? You can browse about Kegel exercising. So these are natural ways of preventing prostate enlargement. Also natural way of treating prostate enlargement. So I want to encourage you to share this video so that other people can learn about this topic of discussion. Share it so that people will learn about it. Thank you so much as I have joined you today. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you so much.